Hey everybody, Glenn here with Logged Into Life again. And this week I wanted to start a little bit of a series of videos. So this series is called A Different Outlook on Life. And what I basically want to do is to share with you my experiences of recent years with downshifting, downsizing my life. I've done a few videos about this sort of stuff before, and I thought it was about time I gave you a bit of an update and gave you some thoughts and ideas of things that I've done or am currently doing. So let's have a look. Now I'm going to caveat this first video, and I guess this series of videos with the same thing as I did for some other videos of mine recently, which is these things are my thoughts and opinions. They're not anyone else's. So take out of it what you will. So today I wanted to start this series with a little bit of an overview. So essentially it is now mid-2020. Obviously the world's in a bit of a grip of a pandemic, as we all know, but I'm going to go back 5 years. So in 2015 I was working for a company at the local airport, and I got made redundant. Now at the time I was working as a manager. I was getting paid pretty well, and to all of a sudden be made redundant, which had never occurred to me in my life before, was a bit of a shock. Not just emotionally, but financially as well. We were a single income family, and we still are to this day a single income family. And so to suddenly go from earning a good salary to not earning anything at all was a little scary. But at the same time, from some perspectives, as we thought about it further down the track, it was also quite enlightening. And I'm going to go into that more as we work through these videos. Now, the big thing that really, I guess, took place as a result of getting made redundant was, obviously I had to find a new job. It took me 2 months to do that. And I had a lot of time to think about all sorts of things, what I wanted to do with my life, where I was going, what I wanted to do for a living, etc., etc. We had just started a family, and so there was all the aspects of schooling and everything else as well. Our eldest had just started school. We'd just recently had our youngest child, and so yeah, it was a very worrying time. It was quite stressful, but we knuckled down and we figured out some things and started moving on. So we had to think very quickly about a lot of things in our lives to do with money. How much we spent, what we spent it on. And very quickly we had to start thinking about, okay, well, what do we need versus what do we want? And this became a very big theme for us in our lives, need versus want. And I'm going to do a whole video on this as part of this series. But yeah, you can imagine all of a sudden having no money or having a lot less money than you had initially, and having to still live and support the same life. So need versus want was very important for us, and we had to also change a lot about what we thought constituted our lives. We'd been spending money on things we didn't really need necessarily, and we went from, when we look back at it, being quite wasteful financially in some respects, to having to be very savvy, simply because we had no other alternative. And we worked our way through it, and we came out the other end better off for it. So I still look back at redundancy now and think, yeah, it was a big change. It was scary. Lots of things went on. Lots of things happened. But at the end of the day, I think we are much better individuals for it, having been through that. I also think we are much better as a family for having been through that. And I think we're much better off for having been through that, both, once again, emotionally and financially. So as I said, I'm going to go into a bit more detail of some of those aspects that I've just mentioned in the upcoming videos. But I wanted to just finish this one off by saying one fairly simple thing, and that is, it is quite easy. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's hard, but it's doable is probably what I should say. To go from earning a good amount of money, or any amount of money really, to a lesser or no amount of money in some instances, and still do the right thing and survive. You have to make changes. You have to cut out the things that are no longer required in your life. You have to cut out the things that you don't need, that frivolous, that cut out the things that waste money. You make some hard decisions, you make some tough calls, and you keep going. So there you go, that's it. That's for the overview. I'm going to cut this short and leave a lot of the detail for the following videos. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear more and see more in the upcoming videos relating to all this stuff, then hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on those notifications, and if you've got anything you'd like to share with everyone, then please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear other people's thoughts and opinions on these things as I work through these videos. So that's it for now. Have a good day and go live a little. See ya.